Okay, let's see. Okay, looks like we're live now. It's 12:35. Sorry, I'm a couple of minutes late. I actually had to restart my computer last minute. Excuse me. Took me a couple of seconds. Anyway, it is Tuesday. It's 12:30-ish. It is episode 59 of Time Out Tuesday. And I'm going to give you a really, really simple self-defense tip today. As you can probably expect, myself and our instructors, we spend a lot of time online, watching videos, watching what other people are teaching for self-defense, continuing to do our own studying and practice and experimentation, to make sure that what we're teaching is as efficient as possible, and certainly, willing to learn from anybody that's got great ideas, right? Why wouldn't you want to learn from other people that have great ideas? And for many years, we've been talking about something and explaining to someone how they should use a particular thing that we teach them. And then I came across something this past week that was just so simple and obvious, but it actually scuttled part of what we were teaching. So I wanted to share this with everybody because it's a really, really simple thing to change what you're doing. And it's just so smart. And it's a really good way to kind of keep your mindset on the concept of self-defense. So as many of you know, or as many of you do, many of our members carry around something that looks like this. It's, here, let me come in a little closer. This is sometimes called a Kubaton or a self-defense stick or a self-defense keychain, whatever. There's a whole bunch of different varieties of these. People carry things like this. They might pick them up at the dojo. Oh, that was like a shameless plug for our pro shop. They might pick up one of the varieties that we offer at the school of these Kubatons. We teach people how to use them during our karate classes or the women's self-defense courses that we offer throughout the year. Oh, that was actually a second shameless plug. That was not the intention of this video, but there you go. So in any case, they might carry something like this. There are other devices that are out there. Some people might even carry different sprays and other types of devices. And you'll notice that there's a keychain attachment on the very back of it. And one of the things that we've taught people is that you can either have this thing just in your hand and use it as a separate tool to strike or to keep people away from you. But one of the things that we've advised people over the years is to take your keychain, hook it onto it like that, and rather than having your keys in one hand and your weapon in the other, you'll always have your self-defense weapon with you if you put your keychain on it. And, if you take a look at my keychain here, it's a monster. I got my, my car fob, a little pocket knife. I got all my keys in here. And, among my keys are my house keys, my work keys. Now that I'm looking at them, 3 or 4 keys that I have no idea what they're for. But regardless, we tell them to keep them on here because with a big keychain attached to this, you're actually able to use this thing like a flail. So you can actually strike someone from a distance. Sounds like a really good plan. Is a really good plan. But here's what scuttled the idea. The person whose video I was watching, who was talking specifically about self-defense surrounding the use of a Kubaton or a stick like this, said the one thing you never want to do is attach your car keys and your house keys to your personal self-defense weapon, because in the event that you ever actually had to use your personal self-defense weapon, and as you take a look at this thing, it's sharp, it could get, not to get too overly graphic here, stuck in something that you might hit, or it could potentially in a scuttle get taken away from you. If this gets taken away from you, then this gets taken away from you. And one of the things that you always want to keep an eye on when you're thinking about self-defense is, where do I go for safety? And if where I'm going to go for safety is either going to be back to my car, back to my home, back to my business to get into a locked door and be protected, that's great as long as I still have access into one of those places. But if my keychain was attached to my weapon and my weapon was taken away from me and yet I still managed to get away, I'm going to find myself not having a place to get to a safe haven, not being able to get into my safe haven. So, you got your keychain, you got your personal device, you got your personal access, to your home, to your place of business, to your car. You want to keep that thing separate. If you want to attach some objects to the end of this to create a slightly better weapon for yourself, by all means do that. Go into your drawer. I bet you have a keychain like I have that has 50 keys that you have no idea what they're from anymore. Stick a bunch of those on there. Go buy a couple of blank keys from the store if you want. Or buy a couple of other like metal objects like a pocket knife or something else that you don't really care about too much. Attach it to the end of that. That gives you your weapon with a flail, and it gives you your access to your safe havens. The two things are separate. It's a smarter tactic. It's simple. Simple is best, right? Anyway, that's really it for Timeout Tuesday today. It's a good little safety tip. If you have one of these, separate your devices. Do that today. If you need one of these, you know where to go. If you want to learn how to use them, you know where to go. That's really it. Tonight we've got a really exciting evening at the school in addition to all of our regularly scheduled classes that are always exciting. We have our brown belt test this evening, and we're actually testing the largest group of brown belts in dojo history today. It's a really good sign when you have so many upper ranks testing, and I'm really excited about it. I know they are too. So that's it for Timeout Tuesday today. I hope everybody has a great day. Make it a great day. I will see you at the dojo. Peace.